Here we are. I was talking to the screen for a little while. All right, hopefully we're live. There we are. Okay. Just gonna get started, whether I'm here by myself or whether somebody else shows up. So, did I share it out? I don't think I did. Let's share it. I'm live. I hope it's... Hi, Trish. Is it fuzzy to you? Okay, you see me. Good. Is it super fuzzy to you guys? I'm live. The kitchen is open. Yes. Okay, you see a tad fuzzy. I wonder why that is. I'm using StreamYard because I like it, you know, but I had success with it one time. Why is that what? Why is it that I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, let's get working on, we're going to do apple cider vinegar again. First thing we need to do, though, is we need to get this apple cider vinegar bottled. Now, this is the apple cider vinegar we did for, I think it was 3 months ago together. So we're going to get this done and transfer the SCOBY or the pellicle to the new batch that we're going to make from these apples. So maybe it's the lighting, perhaps. I've really got to get some better lighting in here. So let's do this. Have you come on over here? Come on over here. Da, da, da. All right. So first things first. I need this. I need a place to put my pellicle. Go away. Go away. So pellicle is going to go in here. First thing I need to do is spray my hands with apple cider vinegar. Hello, Alisa. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I know I didn't announce this live stream. Part of me was like, if people come, I'll be happy, and if they don't, I'll be happy doing a thing. So I'm really glad that you all are joining me. Hello, my friends. Hello, Alisa Kerwood, best friend on YouTube. Yes. Okay. There we go. So let's, we're going to move this in here. And I'm going to reach in and pull out this huge pellicle, which we know of as a SCOBY. Oh, look at that. It created a little baby one. Isn't that cute? Excellent. I'll leave that right there, along with some other stuff. I know it looks gross, but this is how I make successful apple cider vinegar, right? With the new pellicle. So there seems to be a new one every time. I'm going to pour a little apple cider vinegar here. That's more than a little. I don't need that much to start. There we go. And then we're going to pour all of that. We're going to strain that. This smells so sweet and rich. Look at that. We got a whole bunch. Almost 2 quarts. There we go. I'm going to end up using the same jar. So in the garden, did you change your name, or have you always been in the garden and the Beebs? I think you changed your name. I don't know. So yes, we're good. So see how cloudy this is? I'm going to show you something. I did this last time too. we're going to go over to this really, really messy So this is one that was done in June. No, this is one that was done, I don't know when it was done. Let's look at this one though. I think that one is newer, but see how clear from this to this, right? And the stuff floating in there, that's the mother. That's the stuff that keeps the, that creates the pellicle, which is the protective layer. And it's also the stuff that's really good for your gut bacteria. Just added it. Okay, I get it. So I'm going to put these back. And right there, that is the mother. This is the protective layer, the pellicle that the mother creates. This is the mother. And that's the very end of some apple cider vinegar dated back October. Hey, Lynx Acres, this is kind of a surprise live. I knew I was going to go live today. I just wasn't sure what time or what I was going to talk about. And I noticed that we had one empty of apple cider vinegar, and we use this all the time. As a matter of fact, you guys, when I was up north, because you know I went fishing, but when I was up north, I used a soap that I wasn't used to, and I came back and my face and my neck and my arms were super itchy, and I didn't know why. Well, you know, I mean, I'm super allergic to almost everything. Oh no, you killed your ACV. Oh, I can help you with that. So I was super itchy, and I remembered Casey. Hi, Marie, good to see you. I remember Casey Detox Diva saying that she only washes with apple cider vinegar, and I thought maybe this will help. So I took my spray, my ACV, sprayed it on my hands, and rubbed it into my face, and then I sprayed the rest of my body, and don't you know, the itch was gone, absolutely gone. So that was really nice. It got moldy, I had to chuck it. Well, thankfully, Lynx Acres, it is really easy to make, okay? Oh, my skirt's falling off. It is really easy to make. So even if you don't have the pellicle, even if the pellicle hasn't formed yet, it is easy to make. So even if it went bad, you'll be okay. All right. So I'm going to keep this mother in here. I'm going to wash the outside of this, and I'm going to put the new apple cider vinegar in there with the old mother as more support. So let's just get this taken care of. I just want the jar to look a little cleaner. Not that it's doing anything to sanitize. This is already sanitized because of this acetic acid in the apple cider vinegar. So I'll take this off because we're going to have a new one. I'm going to add the new stuff with the old stuff. So this is just for aesthetics. Yeah, so it was totally amazing. My skin was itching so bad. Hi, Rochelle. Good to see you. My skin was itching so bad, and I sprayed myself with the apple cider vinegar, let it sit just for a minute like I do with it on my fruit. What a relief, because I thought I was going to scratch my face off. Okay. Let's find this over here. I need a funnel. We're adding the new in with the old. I think I have a funnel in here. So Lynx Acres, I think the issue was I did one beet kvass without an airlock and put it near the ACV, and the beet kvass went bad, and I think made the true. You know what? I always they're like ferments. One is finished and just sitting on the shelf. I always put my ferments at least 3 feet apart. I don't know why I know that. I remember somebody saying or reading it, maybe I read it in Cultures for Health, that your different ferments should be at least 3 feet apart. Channel, hey, how are you? Channel Coltham. I'm going to check you out real quick. Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Get that, get that, get that. Ah, yes, okay. So Coltham Ishmael, how are you? Your about says, nada. Hey, get an about on your about page so that we can see what you're about, and you know, it makes it so people are more attracted to your channel. So who do we have? Oh, Susie Bosh, yay. I think, oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I can highlight. Remember, I'm just getting, there we go. Glad I got to make it. With ACV, it seems to take forever to make cider and not just smell like apples. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. You know what? This batch that we're just finishing, we bottled back in October of 2018. So what happens is once you get it into the jar, then you need to let it sit on your shelf a lot longer. That's why I always have some going. And even though we have about a gallon left, I need more than that for what I do. So that's why I'm always starting a new batch. So, who else is here? I'm okay, thank you. So I'm gonna start back at the top. In the Garden is here. Hello, thank you. Trish Loves Dogs, hello. Alisa Kerwood, best friend on YouTube, just so you know. And we have In the Garden again, In the Garden again. Lynx Acres, hello, hello. Marie, hello. Marie, did I? Okay, let me see. Marie, Rochelle, Marie is talking to you about her experience as well. 1,300 subscribers. I am subscribed to Marie. You have a lot of liked videos. You, Grandpa, right? Allamerican Grandpa, he's the dude. He is absolutely the dude. So let's keep going. I'm going to keep you up there a little bit, Maria, or Marie, and we're going to keep going. So this is the end of the last batch that was done back in October, and it's cloudy because that is the mother. And then we're going to add this in there. So water sounds, water sounds. Hopefully I can get it all in there. If not, I have to do a little jar. Come on, come on, come on. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I can do it. I can. Whoop. I can do it. We did it. Yay. Good. Look at that. Oh. Smells sour. It smells still like apples, but this is the one that I did with sweet, really sweet apples so that I could, oh, I need to go back to that channel. Really sweet apples. Hi, Jeffrey, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I haven't seen you. I've been over to your channel because I've been busy, but you guys, if you don't know Jeffrey, he is a really interesting guy. One of the things I remember from his lives is what's happening, what's going on. He does this really exciting, like getting you into his live stream. What's happening? Or it's not what's happening. What's going on? I don't know what it is, but it's great. Okay, so see Jeffrey if you can. So we're capping off this apple cider vinegar, right? Just capping it off. I'm going to mix it up a little because there is the old mother in there, and then we have the new fermented batch. And remember, this has been fermenting since June. So it's been on the shelf for 3 months. Well, June, July, August, probably in the beginning of June. So it's been on the shelf for almost 3 months, and it's going to go on the shelf. I'm going to label it, and we'll use all the other stuff before we get to this one. So let me get something to label it with. Hold on. I use painter's tape because it comes off of the Ben Weather channel. Hello, good to see you. The Bull's Garden and Rabbitry. You guys got to get over to him. Early in June, I found him, and man, his garden is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Where is it? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Bull's Garden. There we are. Hey, how are you? Okay, so today's date is, what did we say? 23rd. So 8/23/19 ACV. And I will know that this is the day that it was bottled. Okay. If you're just coming in, I was just explaining another use for ACV that I discovered today, which I was up north at my sister's cabin. So there we go. I was up north at my sister's cabin, and I used some soap that I was obviously allergic to. I want to show the difference one more time. So this is from July. See how clear that is? The mother is at the bottom, and this one is today. So it takes quite a long time for it to settle. And if I smell this one, so the one I have now is a little bit more sweet. Now, if I smell this one, it's straight. You can tell it's apple cider vinegar, but it's straight sour. There's no sweetness in it. So, wow. Yes, absolutely. Wow, Marie. Okay, we're going to put these back. This one goes all the way back. And this is the one we're using now. There we go. Like I said, I keep growing my apple cider vinegar constantly. So, okay, I didn't finish my story for those of you who weren't here when I said it the first time. And that was, how long do you leave the apples before you strain it in the bottle? That's a good question, Susie. That's a really good question. I usually wait 2 to 3 months, and you have to have patience, especially if you're just starting out, because, you want to get this apple cider vinegar going. You really want it, like, you can start using it right away after you bottle it, but it just gets better as it sits on the shelf. So now we're going to start working on, my hands are clean. We're going to use the pellicle. This is just like a SCOBY you see in for kombucha, but it is not a SCOBY. It's a pellicle. And you would not want to use this for kombucha because it's the pellicle for that the mother creates to protect it, and this helps form the acetic acid. I think I am not saying this right. Impatient wait. Yes, you gotta wait. Susie, you gotta wait. Once you have that first batch going, you know that you right away just go ahead and start the second batch. And you guys, if you are making apple cider vinegar for the first time, we'll go through the process here in a minute. But if you're going through making apple cider vinegar for the first time, what you're going to want to do is get a bottle of Bragg's or some form of apple cider vinegar with the mother in it and use the whole bottle in your first batch. Okay, enough talk. I got to get some work done. What is it made from? What is apple cider vinegar made from? It's made from, okay, I'll show you the old stuff. from apples. You can use, I use the whole apple because I do like a sweeter apple cider vinegar. It's made from apples, a half cup of sugar, and 2 quarts. You can always use more apples, but never use more water. So I always make a gallon, and in this gallon, I fill it up this much with my apples, so a half gallon of apples, and then 2 quarts of water with a half cup of sugar in there. So I should get that sugar dissolving right now. Is that what I do? Yes, that's what, no. 1 quart, a quarter cup, 1 quart, a quarter cup. Ah. Oh. You know, sometimes when you do these recipes that you don't do them for 3 months, it's like, how do I do this again? Did I write it down? I did. In the okay, Granny Smith. Yes, Granny Smith apples is what I use this time. You know, you could also use this to help you with your starter. Yes, these were Granny Smith. All right, I'm going to compost these, but I need to put them in a bag first, and we're going to rinse this jar, spray it out with apple cider vinegar, and use the same jar. Okay, we're going to use the same jar. So I need a bag. Total wine bag. You know me. Totally love my wine. Okay, see all that? That is the mother, but that's okay because we saved some of the other apple cider for starter. And we have the pellicle. So I'm going to put this aside to put in my compost. My hair's a little wild today because, you know, I'm still in vacation mode. I just got back from fishing yesterday, and you guys, the fish. Butterfly, pretty still. I'm going to have to watch replays so I can see from the start. Hey, you know what? I haven't even started butterfly. I haven't even started the recipe yet. So you're cool. All I did was bottle the last batch. So if you want to watch the replay, if you want to watch the replay, all you missed was me pouring the apple cider vinegar into a jar. So what kind of apples am I using today? I'm going to use a Fuji apple. It's going to be a longer ferment, but I think we'll be okay. Why is it going to be a longer ferment? I think because it's a sweeter apple than the Granny Smith. So let's put this aside. And we'll get over here. I'm going to rinse this out, and then I'm going to spray it with apple cider vinegar. I always like to use my same jar. Just because there's no reason, actually. This is just the jar that I make my apple cider vinegar in. No rhyme or reason. There we go. I'm going to spray it out and let it sit for... Seems redundant, doesn't it, that I'm spraying it out after there was apple cider vinegar in it in the first place. Sounds like a friendship bread I've done. Give away for more bread. And yep, exactly. That is so true. Okay. I'm going to spray that, set it aside. Let's work on our apples. So I'm going to cut up probably more apples than I need. I have to rinse my apples. But today, I found my apple core. Yep, I found my apple core, so I'm super excited about that. So I'll put the jar aside, let that sit, and then we need to rinse our apples. So let me get my colander. I think 8 will be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 8. I think last time I used 8 apples. All right. Well, one just hit the floor. There it goes. I saved it! Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So these are big apples too. So as I cut, I'm going to measure. It's probably, I don't know how many I need. Oh, hot water. We don't want hot water. And we want to make sure the pellicle isn't. Okay, so this is a little bit of a process. I'm taking off the tags. These were organic, and that's why you see it has a few blemishes. But with apple cider vinegar, it really doesn't matter if they have any blemishes on them. Really doesn't, because normally apple cider vinegar is made with apple scraps and leftover apples that didn't quite make it. 1, 2, that's done. There's that one. So when you get apples that aren't rotten but are bruised and all that, those are really good apples for your apple cider vinegar. And actually, when I go to the apple orchard, Afton Apple Orchard, that's what I get are the seconds, because the seconds cost less and they taste better. Okay, spray these down. I don't want my apples to introduce any bad bacteria to the ferment. So as we know, if you've seen my channel before, you know that apple cider vinegar is known to kill bacteria like E. coli. It's known to kill. So I was reading, because I make that statement a lot. Is there any actual data if it's safe to use the seeds on ACV when brewing it? Good question, Lynx Acres. There is a little bit of cyanide in the seeds, but I don't know how many seeds you ate as a kid. I'm still not dead. I can do some research for you on that. I'm not concerned about it. I'm not. I mean, I will be. Hi, from Zero to Homestead. I am so sorry I didn't say hello to you earlier. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. We have just rinsed and sprayed our apple ciders, our apples for our apple cider vinegar. We have bottled our apple cider vinegar that we made back in May or June. I should have labeled it and I didn't. So we're just going to let that sit for a minute. Because I am using starter, I'm not going to let this sit for a full 5 minutes like I normally do, because the starter will start doing its work along with the pellicle. So, Bee Lady Apiary, you're here. Hello, so good to see you. Yeah, I did it. I wasn't going to go live, and then I was, and then I wasn't, and I had things to do, and I thought, well, might as well. So good to see everyone here. So my plan right now is we sprayed them down, let's rinse them, and let's get cutting them up so that we can get this done. I don't want to keep you here all day. I would love to be here with you all day. But I know it's Friday. A lot of people want to do things with their friends and family, me included. And I thought I'd bring you along into my house and do this because we haven't been live for over a week. So I'll talk about my schedule in a little bit because I'm going back to work on Monday. Like I haven't been working all summer. Okay, spray it off. Good. All right, don't want to waste too much water. So today we're going to go faster because I have my apple core. Last time we did this, I didn't have an apple core, and that made it That was a little bit of a, I was chopping. I can core it easily. So, here we go. Here we go. Say hello. Here's Stella. Stella, do you want to go outside? Yeah? Okay, we're going to play in and out for a second. Okay? So, someday I'll get a curtain. Here you go. Okay, so you know if you've been in my stream before, you know she's coming back in soon. So let's get this worked on. I love that. So fast, but also really sharp. So I'm just gonna break these off. So the purpose of this for me really is to, I'm gonna use this. I just need to get it chopped up. So we're gonna do a few and then we're gonna go back and chop. We're gonna do a few and we're gonna go back and chop. That's fast. That makes fast work of it. I'll do 4 and then I'll chop them and we'll see where we are in the gallon jar. Well, I just sent some, good thing I have glasses on. I'd be wearing apple in my eye. You're the apple of my eye. Who's there? Timed out. Why are you timed out? What did you say? Let me look at what Nightbot got mad at. I'm sorry, Zero to Homestead. Oh, Nightbot is back to being mad about the emojis. Don't worry about it. Let's get back to work. Okay. So was that 3? I think that was 3, wasn't it? Yeah, this will be 4. Great way to get out aggression. Okay, so we're going to chop these. How cute. Your grandson, who will be 1 next weekend, now goes swimming. Oh, doing great, the Bee Lady. Good. Nightbot is at it again. Yes. Good. All right, I'm caught up. So let's chop and throw. Meaning I need a knife. So. Yeah, I'm not worried about the seeds and I'm keeping the core. It was easier to cut up that way. So we'll try to get this done quickly and see where we are in the jar. And then, because I don't want to cut up those apples if I don't need them. And I always forget, is it 4 or 8? It's half a gallon of apples. So I'm looking at the chat trying to I should get my babies into swimming. Oh, yes. You know, Lynx Acres, I started swim lessons when I was 2. We live in what they call the land of 10,000 lakes. And one of the things my parents were really afraid of, because we lived 2 blocks from what is now, or what used to be called Lake Calhoun. In Minneapolis, and my parents were terribly afraid of one of the 6 kids drowning. So as soon as we moved there, we all started swim lessons. Now, my brothers who were older already knew, but my sisters and I, we didn't know how to swim. So I started swim lessons at 2, baby swim classes at the lake. They taught us all sorts of things about waves and water. So Sunny's here. Sunny at Jay Shores. Hey. Yes. Yes, I do. Good to see everyone. Thank you for coming in. It means so much to me. I will tell you guys, going live for me is a challenge. It's a challenge for me, but I have such a good experience because I don't know if you all are aware, but I'm what they call an extroverted introvert. So it takes a whole lot of energy for me to put myself out like this. And I love it. I absolutely love. I'm going live soon, so take your time and I'll see you soon. Yes, you will. And I will, you know what, Alisa, we're going to have this done shortly. So I will come over to your live right after I'm done with this, okay? And it's just all we're doing today is we're making the apple cider vinegar. So we should be done shortly. Not too shortly, but shortly enough. All right. So yeah, I'm an extroverted introvert. And like I said, it takes a lot of energy for me to come live and put all this out there. But I enjoy it every time I do. And I have met some really good friends. So I really appreciate you guys coming in. It means, when I say it means a lot to me, it means everything. They're trying to get away from me. Okay. All right. So let's see how far along we are. Lynx Acres. Yes, a bit more difficult to do 2 kids because of a lot of time. Okay. Times each child requires an adult. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I get that. Have to run. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, Bull's Acre. Or, yeah. Thank you for coming in the Bull's Garden and Rabbitry is what I meant. Okay, let's go ahead and get these in here. I'm going to turn on a little bit more light. And I can use a wide mouth funnel because that'll help me not spill. Hopefully we will have close to a half gallon. If we don't, I'll cut up a couple more. Like I said, you can always use more apples, but you can never use more water. So 2 for every 2 quarts of water, you want a half cup of sugar. And you want enough starter to really get that going. And the starter can either be Bragg or some apple cider vinegar with the mother, or it can be, my hair is everywhere. Or it can be some starter from a previous batch, which is what I'm using today. So what do we have? We should probably put 1 more apple in there. So I might do 2. Whoa! Did you see that squirt? It squirted all the way up to my glasses. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll cut up 2. I think 2 is going to be good. Yep, 1 more, and then we're good to go, and we'll mix our water. Get everything in there. All right, so I also wanted to talk about, hey, okay, Bee Lady, howdy, hello. Is that a total of 6? Yes, but they were pretty large. They're pretty large apples. These apple cores are really sharp. Put this over here. Total of 6, yep. And I did use the core. So once you get your on your initial batch, you will not have a pellicle or what we call a SCOBY. You won't have that. But you'll throw the mother in there, and if you're lucky, your that first batch, if it feels any kind of way about it, it's not mad at you. It just didn't know what to do. Your second batch, you should be able to get a SCOBY out of that, or a pellicle. I was fortunate in that my first batch of ACV, I got a really good pellicle. And that protective layer makes it super easy, really super easy to have a successful batch every time. But you have to treat that pellicle with respect. You always want it when you take it out of the apple cider, when you're fermenting, you are going to want to make sure that it's still sitting in liquid, because you don't want it to get even a hint of drying out. Be right back. Okay, yep, I have to get a babysitter and try and go on days when hubby is off. You guys, she's doing it again. Yes, it's Stella. Come on in. All right. Okay, I really have got to get a curtain on that. Okay, all right. Okay. Yes, I just did that. Okay, yeah, this will be perfect. Did I throw that? Okay. Put the apples in. This is why I have a wide mouth funnel, so I don't do. Okay, so these are bigger chunks. So when the water goes in, it might settle a little bit more. So, all right, now we need to mix up that sugar and water. So we're going to do 1 quart with a half. Oh, sorry. Wave.
Hi.
Try scared me. It's all right. It's all right. So you're going to do 1/4 cup with 1/4 water, pour it in. You're going to do another 1/4 and then stir it up. You're going to do another 1/4 cup and do the same thing. So hello. Okay, so everybody's saying hi still. Honey, we should probably order dinner soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good. So I'm going to do 1/4 cup. And most recipes, you guys, most recipes will tell you to use distilled water or some form of purified water. That's fine. Our St. Paul water is very good, and I've never had a problem fermenting. Never, not once. So I'm going to fill this up to 1 quart. Right there. Which I guess is unusual that you have water that doesn't kill. Is that 1 quart? Yeah, that's 1 quart. So we're going to just stir this until it dissolves. And even if it doesn't dissolve fully, that's okay. Let's go ahead and pour it in there and see what happens. Excellent. Good, good, good. All right. I'm going to pour my some of the starter in there. Then I'm going to stir that, and then we'll do the second half. What do you need, hon?
I'm not here right now.
Oh, I was just wondering if you needed something. Okay, get that stirring. There we go. Good. Let's do another quart, because I think we will be able to get a quart in there. Thank you guys for sticking around, the 7 of you that are still here. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to do a quarter. Oh, wow. I have to get some sugar. Look at that. Yikes. I'm literally down to my last little bit of sugar. And that's it. Wow. Okay. That was lucky. There we go. So the little bit of sugar that you saw that went in there was brown, or it was a unbleached sugar. There, that's good. Okay. All right, who came in? Who left? Who came in? You guys make sure you give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. It really would be. All right, we have to stop there because we still have this to put in, and I can put it on top. So the pellicle, we're going to put the youngest one on the bottom, and then flip this over. And you see I have just a, oh, you can't see, can you? Okay. It's right up to the top, which is okay. I'm going to have to take some of that out because if it does any, although the water will evaporate a little bit, if it does any like fermentation up here, it's going to bubble and bubble over, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to take out 1/4 cup and wipe this off. Oh, you guys, this is going to be delicious. Yes, I said it. Okay. I have to wipe this off so it's not wet, and I'm going to spray the top. So remember, you can always use more apples, but never use more water. So if it's just a little bit less water, you have all of that starter in there, so it's still okay. And this pellicle, if you can see that, I think you can see it. This form is the protective layer between oxygen and the cider. So we're good. And I really hope that you guys consider making your own apple cider vinegar. You will find so many uses for it. Okay, so I use a napkin. This is, excuse me, not a napkin, a paper towel. And then a woven cloth over the top of that. That ensures that none of these Minnesota bugs get in. So let's see. Start. What it, oh, trying to do some highlighting here. Cheesecloth. Yes. Yes, ma'am. This is actually an industrial towel for industrial stuff. But yes, a woven cloth of some sort. Cheesecloth would be fine. The problem with cheesecloth is it has the I'll be done in a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
No.
I don't mind. I got the dog's taste for stuff.
Okay, I'll be done in a second. So the cheesecloth, sometimes the fibers are too far apart. So that's why I use an industrial breathable cloth. Just like that. Okay, so let's go take this. We're going to see if we can do this. We're going to take this to our fermentation room. And we're going to end up covering it up with a cloth so sunlight can't get to it. So thank you for going with me. Saturday works good with hubby's schedule. Wednesday, terrible. We're talking about something that I missed, and that's okay. So, all right, you guys, here's my Scobie hotel. Those are my Scobies. This goes here. Look how pretty that is. Next to my mom. Anyway, this was my dissertation room too. That's why we have all of these things here. Wrote my dissertation in this room. Cheesecloth does not taste like cheese. Okay, all right. I'm gonna open this, so if you want to let her out, and I'm so close to being done, hun. What do we have left to do in here? Oh yeah. Grab in circles because I lost my cloth. Here's this, and I'll show you what we do once we. Oh, here's my cloth. So I have to wrap up the apple cider vinegar. Watch out, pup. Wrap up the apple cider vinegar so that it doesn't, so that sunlight doesn't like start to do bad things like cook it. Not actually cook it, but the sunlight kills whatever's going on in there. So here's what I do. Take my cloth. This has been my fermentation cloth for a while. That's why it has all the stains. I wrap it. We'll wrap it this way so you can see. So I wrap it this way. And I clip it. And then, oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's do that again. Can you see? I'm in the way. There we go. Then I turn it around. Now, if you have a dark room, that's fine. We don't have a dark room. We just don't. Okay, so there we go, you guys. Apple cider vinegar live. You saw me bottle it. Excuse me, my nose is running. You saw me bottle it, the old stuff. You saw me make the new stuff. And made you laugh. Yes, you did, Allamerican Grandpa. And we saw the difference between the old and the new. Right? There's the old stuff that's very clear, and then the new stuff is in back, which is cloudy. And I think we had great success today. So I'm going to let you all go. I really had a good time. Thank you for dealing with my hair. It was wash day, and I had to let it dry out. And that's it. So, schedule. I wanted to talk about my schedule. So I am not going to do Sunday premieres anymore because I am the department head of the English department at my high school this year, and Sundays are going to have to be devoted to paying attention to my job because you know I have one of those. I have a job. So Tuesday and Thursdays, I will have Tuesdays will be either gluten-free or probiotic. This week we're gonna have fermented salsa, and that's good. Oh my God, fermented salsa is so amazing. The depth of flavor. I can't believe that just because you ferment something, the flavor like that changes. And then what'd you say, Bee Lady? Oh no, school begins. Yeah, you know I'm ready though because thank God I had that fishing trip. Thank God. That video will be coming out soon too. Okay, my hair. So Tuesdays, gluten-free or fermenting. Thursdays will be new cooks. And in between time, little videos like the one I did today, which I did a product review on a car or a holder, a car mount. And I'm going to be doing 1-minute videos that are just purely DIY. Okay. So some things that I've already done before, I'm going to do the everything seasoning, 1-minute video. I just did how to cut a pineapple, 1-minute video. I'm going to do homemade butter, 1-minute video. So that this is just, all you have to do is watch it for 1 minute and you know how to do it. Now, a lot of people are telling me, don't do that. Your algorithm's going to get all messed up because it's only 1 minute and people are only watching 1 minute. My channel is not about the algorithm. My channel is about sharing what I know about stuff. And sometimes it needs to come in a different format. And that format, I'm a retired English teacher. Yay, Sunny! I'm also a dance teacher, which I'd like to do a lot more. Then I teach dance in the morning, and then I teach English in the later morning and afternoon at my high school. So my channel is about sharing the knowledge I have, and so I just got this, you guys. Everyday Detox. I think I got this at the recommendation of Casey Detox Diva. I don't know. And I also got this, Radical Healing. All of these are how foods can heal you, how supplements and stuff can heal you, and maybe prevent illness before it starts so that you don't have to use the big drugs or any of those things. We're saying thanks. Already tweeted your pineapple vid. Oh, Sunny, thank you. It's just 1 minute. So I'm really excited about those 1-minute vids. And then I'm also, I'm going to start really searching into these. Bee Lady, The Art of Fermentation. I am reading it. My husband got me this for Christmas. I'm going to do a couple out of here. Chocolate cranberry mole. Sounds delicious. Spicy onion mango ferment. Maybe not. But mango plantain habanero ferment. Wow, that reminds me of my fire cider. Bee Lady told me to make fire cider, and I did. So this, I don't know how long I've been going. If I've been going an hour, I'll be happy. And I think that's just enough time for people who have gotten something out of what I've said. So let's see. And then I'm going to go have a beverage with my husband, because I think that would be nice. So, what am I missing? Nothing. Bee Lady, you're not missing anything. This says I started streaming less than a minute ago. I don't know. Oh, there it is, 58 minutes. Let's see if we can go just to 1 hour. The 9 of you in here, if you can stick with me, I'll tell you more about school coming up. That's always exciting. I did get my schedule, and thankfully, they were thinking about changing this, but thankfully, I am teaching dance first thing in the morning. Yes! They were thinking about moving it to 5th hour, and I'm like, all those kids that I have, all of them that need to move in order to think, you're going to make them go sit in an English class or a math class or some sort of heady class first thing in the morning? No, they need to come to me for dance. Then they need a study hall, or they need some sort of class where they can breathe, and then they can start the hard stuff. Their brain will be ready then. Okay, so you are going to be department head and teaching and dance and concert. Oh my God, you're going to be wiped. I'm going to figure it out, Bee Lady, because I can't have a year like I did last year. Last year, I went into the summer so exhausted. I said, I'm not going back to Park Rapids. Well, I am. I just have to change. It's not going to be for 6 weeks. But when you go into your summer so exhausted that you can't do what you love, there's a problem. So yes, I'm department head for 2 years. I am choreographing the musical. I just had a meeting today with my my student directors for this for the winter show. They got it together. It's going to be so much less work, and they have rules and regulations and all that, how they're going to make it work, and it's so good. I know that department head job well. And you would probably do it better than me, because it's not, I was mad, but it's my turn. But I was mad when they picked me. So, cabaret's all set. Dance concert. I have returning dancers, so that's always helpful. They will choreograph, I will choreograph, and we'll have a good concert. Thank you, Susie. You're right. It's an hour. Susie's right. It's time to go. So thank you so much for coming. And let's end this stream. Live, love, and learn. Live, love, and learn. And I will see you all soon. My plan is to live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it'll be in the evening. That's just the way I have to do it. So love you. Love you. Thank you. I'm going to end. Yes, I'm ending. Love.